Hi guys, welcome back to Khulke Bolo with Ma, and today with us we have Ariana Gupta, who's a 17-year-old girl who is empowering young girls with redefining fairy tales. She's a TEDx speaker, an author, an illustrator, and has seen tremendous success with her first book, New Age Fairy Tales. She's been covered by Verb India, Times of India, Radio Mirchi, Humans of Bombay, and the list keeps going on. So today I thought, since we have a young girl with us for the first time on our platform, why not talk about feminism and what it means to 17-year-old and this generation. So Ariana, tell us, what do you think is feminism to a 17-year-old girl?
So feminism means different things to different people, but to me personally, feminism simply means equal rights for both boys and girls. So simply put, feminism is boys are equal to girls and girls are equal to boys. And one thing that I feel people usually miss out is the men in feminism, and that is one thing that I think we need to really focus on, because feminism is not just about women, it's about men as well, so that we can eradicate toxic masculinity. So I think that's what feminism means to me. So just to put it simply, it's a synonym for equality.
Since you've written a book on redefining fairy tales, what do you think a young girl 17 years from now, what do you think feminism would mean to her?
Okay, so my book was my way of tackling gender stereotypes that we are all surrounded by, and I'll give you a quick example from my book itself. The character of Snow White basically sports all colors or all skin colors on her skin, and I created her to combat colorism, especially because India as a country has always been so obsessed with fairness, and it's to sort of challenge that stereotype that fair means beautiful. So that's why I created Snow White, and I'm hoping that 17 years from now, girls wouldn't look at skin color as a defining feature for their beauty, because it shouldn't matter.
No, that's wonderful. And what do you think finally would like when a young girl or young boy reads something like this, what do you think they will grow up as thinking?
They will grow up thinking that these things are normal, and they will not question these things. In fact, they will inculcate these things, so tomorrow when they have kids, they will teach these things to their children, and the cycle would just continue.
So Ariana, since you've written a book on strong women characters, I'm sure there are women in your real life that inspire you.
Yeah, so my biggest inspiration continues to be my mother, because she was the one who taught me that I should fight my own battles, because nobody's going to fight them for me, and she's the reason behind the kind of woman I am today. And my aunt is another inspiration. She was the one who introduced me to reading, and she got me into reading books like Pride and Prejudice, which had strong role models. And so I think she's the reason I entered the writing space in the first place. So yeah, I think I owe it to her.
That's wonderful. And what about women beyond your family? Is there anybody who inspires you?
Emma Watson, I think, is
feminist
icon. Yeah, everyone.
She's wonderful.
Yeah, and Malala Yousafzai as well.
Yes.
But the bravery that she, has is really inspiring. No words.
So you have the right role models,
Yeah.
I think. So Ariana, since we've never had somebody as young as you on our talk, I really want to ask you this question. So what is it that you like, something from our generation, and what is that one thing that you don't like from our generation?
Okay, so starting with what I like from our generation, I feel like the generation before mine is filled with people who are really tolerant and patient. So that is one thing, that's a life skill that I would like to take up myself, because I believe no matter what life throws at you, if you're tolerant and if you're patient about things, you will go a far way. And given my generation, we're pretty hot-headed and impulsive, so I think that's one thing all of us need to learn from the previous generation. Coming to what I don't like would be, so I think the previous generation was really strong or felt very strongly about stereotyping in general, because I remember a lot of people, so I like playing football, and a lot of people told me, oh, but why, it's a boys sport, you being a girl playing football, and I didn't listen to them, I played anyway. But yeah, I think somewhere that stereotyping is still persistent and it still continues, and that's one thing I dislike about the previous generation.
Fair enough.
Here's a quick guide on how to be a feminist as per me. Don't be afraid of identifying yourself as a feminist. If you see someone being sexist, call them out. people irrespective of their gender. Don't use feminism as an excuse for trash talking about men. Lastly, don't use your gender as a privilege.
Ariana, it was wonderful having you here and listening to your views and how your generation perceives feminism.
Thank you so much for having me today. The pleasure was all mine.
This was a wonderful talk, guys, and see you. Bye bye till next time.